Greetings, grandfather. Now, a little more about these times. These are magnetic times you are living in. The feminine energy is associated with magnetic, all right? The masculine energy is associated with electrical, which is partially composed of the magnetic. That gives you an idea of how important the magnetic energy is, ergo, how important the feminine energy is. The feminine energy is about birth. It is about creation. It is about renewal. And it is about now. So, all beings, whether they are masculine or feminine, have the feminine within them, or they could not create or contribute in any way to birthing. All right? So understand that. Also understand that it is in the nature of these times that what you have done and how you have done it for the past few thousand years is being changed dramatically. One of the most obvious changes is that, you've noticed, things seem to be speeding up. But in fact, they have not sped up to your natural way of being. When you are not here on this planet, and you want something or need something for yourself or others, it happens immediately, because all needs will be fulfilled. But on this planet, you slow the process down, all right? You all contribute. You allow it, even though it was created for you in the larger sense. The process is slowed down so you can understand how things come about on the physical plane. That's why you're here. So, the natural way of existence then for you is instantaneous creation, or entirely magnetic, or what? Entirely feminine. That does not mean that there are not masculine beings in the rest of the universe. It does mean that they don't even consider the creation energy they have to be masculine or feminine. They just consider it to be what is. And that is what's normal for you. Here in this school of Earth, as it now exists, you are going to rediscover that. For some of you, you understand that already, but I speak mostly to those of you who don't. One of the ways you will rediscover it is that the old ways just aren't working, or they are not getting the results that you would like, or the results are not satisfactory. And this is why. When you plan something and do all the various steps to bring it about, this is very slow, part of what you're here to learn, the physical manifestation process, yes? But you are all returning to, you might say, or moving towards, I would prefer to say, your natural creation process. You will not have to die to get there and be reborn, meaning you do not have to die physically and be reborn, but that is what usually happens, since when you are reborn, you are generally not reborn on earth. If you have led an earth life, you resume your natural life stream in the rest of the universe. So, I don't want to make it too complicated. It's simply this, that plans that follow on a step-to-step basis in your now times may exclude unintentionally the capacity for you and others around you to create instantaneously something more benevolent, something that not only works faster but works better. So, I'm going to make a recommendation. Don't make your plans too rigid. Let them be flexible. Make space for something better to happen. Don't assume because something didn't work in the past that it absolutely positively will not work now. Give it a try, even if you tried in a new way, or a gentle way, or even a subtle way. You might find that what didn't work in the past, even if people wrote it down and said, "This doesn't work," as long as it's not dangerous, all right? Meaning don't be jumping off cliffs to see if you'll float down or start to fly, all right? As long as it's not dangerous like that, give it a try, at least gently, or allow others to try. It might just be that your results for whatever you're planning to do might be more satisfactory, might even be, ideally, more benevolent. Ultimately, this is not a time to assume that others hold rigid opinions. In the past, that might have been found more often, but you will find that even those that you've always considered to be totally rigid and unable to waver or be open to other ideas might be more open to those ideas, beliefs, or at least allowances for the beliefs of others. This is a time of change, and the function of the change is not the old way you've been operating for only a few thousand years, which in the massive amount of time that there is not that much. Of course, in a given day-to-day life, it's a lot. But it's not going to be the old masculine way. It's going to be the new ... old feminine way. So what I mean by that is that it's going to be your natural way, which is the instantaneous manifestation way, which is the magnetic way, which is the feminine way, which is becoming the now way. Good life.